Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And today I'm doing just a fun little video swatching some new singles that have entered my collection. So over the last few months, or last month or 2 months ago, I did a whole series of swatching all my single eyeshadows. Now, stress shopping in this new world has led me to collect a few more shadows. And they're also pretty and shifty and beautiful. So I thought, why don't I just go through and swatch them? I'll let you know which ones they are. I'll show them off. And then, you know, if anyone happens to be cataloging my collection in their head, then they can add this to them. To quickly give you a run through, the brands we have today include Beauty Bar Baby. We have, actually, let me switch these up. Beauty Bar Baby here. These three are JD Glow. These square pans are Touch of Glam. And then all of these are Devinah Cosmetics. So I will talk you through whatever collection or shadow name or formula they are as we go. This might be a Pat McGrath. This was gifted to me from Pam Millie on the internets. So I think she said that might be a Pat McGrath, like the original gold pigment that she did, perhaps. Sorry, don't really know. Wasn't really stressed about it. So anyway, I'm just gonna swatch through everything, and then, you know, as per usual, if there's anything you see here today that you would like to see me incorporate in a video, in a look, in a whatever, feel free to leave it in the comments. I am just going to jump right in to the swatch fest. I believe Pam said this was the gold that Pat McGrath first released, maybe when it was in the dome, and she repressed into a regular pan. We're going into Beauty Bar Baby. So this is called Happy. This is a very like invisible to purple color. Actually, I want them in this order. This one is Zero Gravity. To me, this is like Beauty Bar Baby trying to do lime chrome. All of these are more impactful on glitter glue, but I just don't have the patience for that. And this is Twisted Mint. So Beauty Bar Baby has some different levels, different price points. The first two are, I think, $8 each or $6 each. This one is one of their they're more expensive, like I think $15 shades. That's supposed to be kind of like the chameleon concept, where it's like mint to, I think it's mint to taupe. It's fine. It's not terribly impressive. I don't have any plans on buying more of the expensive ones. These are both pretty. I might pick up more of those in the future, but their site doesn't compel me to kind of visit again. So my mini review for Beauty Bar Baby so far is just, it's okay, but I don't feel compelled by them. So a brand that I am kind of infatuated with and keep returning to is JD Glow. These three here are JD Glow shadows. I'm gonna actually start this way and go that direction. This one is Opal. This is a Galaxy shadow, and this is beautiful on the eyes, but it's also a gorgeous like pink to blue highlighter. It's like a more intense version of Berlin Girl Glow, which is kind of what I wanted Berlin Girl Glow to be. I definitely missed this in my first Galaxy order, and I thank Abby Williamson for mentioning it so many times, so I picked it up. This one is Roulette, and it's a Metallon formula. They've recently also released some Lavender Galaxy shadows, and I'm not sure if I regret getting this one and not the Galaxy one, but it's pretty. It's quite nice. It's just not like, it's not blowing my mind. This one here is Seaweed, and this is one of their Multichromes. Now it's very interesting because when I first heard about the JD Glow Multichromes, there was a couple of reviews from different people that mentioned how they were sheerer, less impressive. And while they do feel different from like the one stained glass shadow, the Jeweled Multichrome stained glass shadow from Clionadh, they do feel different. These feel a little bit more emollient and a little less, I think Clionadh maybe feels more of like pure pigment, but I don't know that. But this is still gorgeous. I haven't experimented with it enough to know if I'm not gonna experience major creasing with this, but I'm excited to have it. It's like a blue to green, if that's not abundantly clear on camera. Okay, so those three are JD Glow. I am going to go into Touch of Glam next and end on Devinah because I have a soft spot for Devinah. So these Touch of Glam shadows just arrived to me yesterday, and I want to thank Millie because she sent them to me as a little treat. Millie is Bad to the Brow on here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'll try to remember to link Millie's channel on Instagram and also Pam's Instagram in the description box. I'm gonna start with neutrals. So this first one is called I'm Your Worst Nightmare. And this one is Oil Tycoon. This is Pinky Swear and Play Nice. They are very sparkly, all of these Touch of Glam shadows. So this pink, the font on the bottom of these shadows is kind of tricky to read and it's a little small. So I will try to have it on the screen if I can find it on the site, and if not, it's just a pretty pink with blue and purple glitters in there. This one is called Happily Ever After, a more sheer blue lavender duochrome, and then FOMO. And then this one is Something de Caribbean, I think. Again, small font, hard to read. Oh, wait. So those are my new Beauty Bar Baby, JD Glow, and Touch of Glam shadows. Okay, so my arm is nice and covered in glitter, but the Devinah shadows we're about to swatch are fairly glittery, shimmery, so it shouldn't make a difference. So Devinah just recently launched the Candy Cakes collection. The collection had 6 shadows in it. I picked up 4 because the other 2 shades were pretty, but lean more peach or more, I don't know, they're not neutral, but they felt a little neutral to my colorful clown heart. So I got Pancake Bubbles, which is like a yellow with a blue shift, and that's like one of my absolute favorite colors. And this one's actually kind of cool because it could lean neutral because it's not like a a bright yellow base. Amy Loves Makeup compared it to Soul from Cleona, which is one of both of our favorites, and she felt like it kind of knocked Soul out of its standing in her collection, and I would have to agree, because this has that similar soft yellow base, but with a much brighter, you know, shift and sparkle. Can you see it, or am I off camera? Oh shoot, am I off camera? Oh. Okay, sorry, you probably didn't see any of that. But yeah, so it just has a beautiful shine and sparkle to it. Really stunning. This next one is Cream Puff Cuddles, and this is a pink to blue purple, if you can't, you know, obviously tell. And so this formula from Devinah, I've put 2 of these on my eyes so far. If you're familiar with Devinah, the brand has a line called Candy Exploders, which I love and can't shut the fuck up about. These are like a more saturated, basically it's like some of the duochrome shiftiness of the pastel, the Candy Exploders, but in a more saturated kind of formula. So it has the flakiness and the kind of glitter bomb effect of some of the other Devinah formulas, but with more color. If you're familiar with Devinah, I would say it's like Sugar Drops and Candy Exploders meets more saturated shimmers. But if you're not used to Devinah, just know that it's a more saturated formula. I would still use a glitter glue with this, but it's a little bit creamier and less inherently soft and flaky than some shadows out there from Devinah and from other brands. The blue is Confetti Kisses. There's something about the blue and the pink together. It's almost like I kind of see them as inverses of each other. The pink has a little bit, the shimmer looks blue, almost purple, but then the blue has like a pink shimmer. I don't know, I love them together. And then this one is Rainbow Blossom. And this has less shift than I was hoping for. I could tell in the images and in the reviews that it wasn't gonna be as vibrant as some of the other shadows, but you know, I couldn't resist buying it because green, but it's not quite as shifty. It's just shiny and glimmery. So I'm not mad, but I'm also not like infatuated. Whereas these 3, I'm like, they're stunning. While I was quite excited about the Candy Cakes collection, I had been lusting over the Devinah Sugar Drops since they launched. And when they launched, I didn't have the money for extra makeup. Hey buddy. I didn't have the money for them. And then they were out of stock and I just kept watching. And so when the Candy Cakes were coming around, there was some hinting and some like, we're gonna try to restock the Sugar Drops, and it ended up working out. So I watched like videos from Amy Loves Makeup and looked at swatches and lots of videos and swatches, because I'm trying to be better about not just buying a whole collection to buy the whole collection. And while I could easily have bought the whole Sugar Drops collection, one of them was compared to be like a dupe of a Luxie shadow that I already have, and another one I think I just skipped on. So I got 6 out of the 8. My initial thoughts are, I do love them. So the soft, flaky, glittery formula that I was kind of hinting at earlier, these are definitely it. You can actually see, so this color Taffy Bomb, I had already kind of disturbed the shadow, so it's kind of chunked up, flaked off, but you know, it happens. The Sugar Drop formula, they're very glittery. They definitely need a sticky base. The NYX glitter glue is my fave. They're shifty. So, you know, Taffy Bomb to me, the one I just swatched, is like blue to purple. And these are the kind of shifty that you might not see it completely in a flat arm swatch, but on the curve of the eye, I see them myself. So I've worn them on the inner corner with like glitter glue and nothing underneath, just glitter glue with these. And they're pretty intense, very intense. But you could also put glitter glue on top of a matte and put them on that. And then the color of the matte comes through, but the shift is also there. So you could get like 3 colors happening. So I'm happy with my purchase for sure. And this iridescent shifty formula, if you saw my makeup collab video, you'll know that I love that concept. And so yeah. So this next one we're swatching is called Cake Bomb. Oh my God, I can't. Just so pretty. This one is Sugies. Right now, Cake Bomb and Sugies look very similar next to each other from my angle, but on the curve of the eye, you can usually see the shift. And if you can't see it on your arm, a mirror will help. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to show it on camera, but just to describe Sugies, which is the second one that I swatched, in the mirror, so basically the flip is like a more purple, so it's like teal to like lavender, whereas I think Cake Bomb, I get just more teal, and I remember it has a flip, but it's not kind of showing itself quite as much. I would say maybe it's more teal to green in that whole like minty tealy family. And then we're gonna move on to Cavity, the ending being like sweet tea, Cavity. And then we have Puffles. Okay, so from my angle, Taffy Bomb, Cavity, and Puffles are different but similar. From my angle, Puffles is more of an icy purple, and these two are like a pinky purple. But again, let's do our little kind of shift test, which again, you're probably not gonna be able to see in the camera, but I'm doing it for descriptive purposes. So Puffles at the end, I would say, has that more lavender, like I'm calling it icy purple, but it does shift to kind of a pinkier pink purple as well. Cavity is more of like a pink to red orange. The shift on that is much more fiery. Taffy Bomb, I would say, is like purpley pink with the little orange flip in there. So as you can probably see with me talking about these, there are similarities. So like, that's why I tried to reduce how many I bought. Could I have reduced this down to like even 4? For sure. I decided not to. And last up is Gumballs. And Gumballs is the yellowy green beauty. I don't know if Gumballs has much of a shift so much, but it's just a very pretty yellowy green. And while we're right here, I'm gonna compare it to, what is this? Zero Gravity from Beauty Bar Baby. And I would say Beauty Bar Baby has a slightly deeper base to it. So it's shiny, but it's not reflective. And I find those things to be different. Did I need gumballs and zero gravity? No. I would say if you're gonna be ordering from Devinah, you know, just grab it. Grab gumballs, because gumballs probably has the most warmth of the different shifting colors, like in terms of that golden warmth. Anyway, these are all of my newest shadows, and I am one happy, sparkly woman right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little challenging right now because some of us have been shopping out here and we don't want to be disrespectful or rude to anybody that doesn't have that budget. So I just wanted to say, and I'm stupidly saying at the end of the video, but if I post any videos that make you feel some kind of way, that make you, you know, that don't fit what you're feeling right now, don't feel any pressure to watch them. Like, I always love having you guys here watching my videos, but if anything makes you feel spendy in a way that you can't do or you're not comfortable with right now, you know, save it for a later date. Maybe share it with friends that might like it. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Not to get too like, I'm sorry for making the content I'm making, because I also understand that that's annoying. I just wanted to say thank y'all for hanging out with me, for being patient with my upload schedule, and for being so enthusiastic for everything I'm bringing to the channel. If you have any channel requests, video requests, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm always listening. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, I would love, 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 love if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe now. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.